Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Resident Evil 4. Leon just had an encounter with Ada, sort of a Hollywood action movie style duel, which he won. But Ada then fled. It appears that she may be working for Wesker, the recurring villain for the Resident Evil series up until the end of, is it Resident Evil 6, where he's finally defeated for good? Something like that. So we are going around the outer bedroom, looting everything we can, destroying priceless pottery. Man, this place is posh. Look how fancy it is. Okay, I think that's all the treasure in the outer room, so we go to the inner chamber here. Ooh, a mirror with pearls and rubies. That sounds like it should be worth a small fortune. 1,500 pesetas. And a note. Female intruder. There seems to be a female intruder among us. We believe she is connected with Sarah. We also believe that she was the one who removed the egg injected into Sarah before it hatched. She may have had him retrieve the sample before the American agent's arrival. It's obvious that her objective is the sample. We must get to her before she is able to reestablish contact with Sarah. There is also reason to believe that she's working for somebody. We need her alive for interrogation. The female should be... the female, like she's some kind of alien species, should be able to answer all our questions. After we have captured her, Sarah will no longer be of any concern. As long as we retrieve the sample, you may dispose of him as you see fit. Alright, you have anything interesting for us, Merchant Man?
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
That a fact.
What are you buying?
Nothing new here.
What are you selling?
How much is that mirror we just grabbed worth? 12,000? Not bad. I don't think there's anything to insert into it.
Thank you.
Okay, and we are still finding pieces for the elegant mask.
What are you
Let's check our tune-up options. Okay, we can upgrade the firepower of our handgun. We obviously will. And a ditto riot gun.
Thank you.
Maybe the capacity as well. I'll save the money for now. Hopefully I won't come to regret that decision. Okay.
Come back anytime.
There is going to be nice, new expensive stuff for us to buy later, which is why I want to save up some amount of money. Not just splurge it all the time. So I discovered, watching a bit of someone else's playthrough they recorded of this game, that apparently I dealt with the red guy who runs to man the machine gun in a very inefficient way. It turns out that... hang on just a second as I check this. Okay, yep. It turns out that after you dispatch the guy with the mask on the one landing, you can actually then turn around and see the red guy on the balcony from there, and you can just snipe him off from there, and he just stands there. So you can just do 2 headshots to take him down, instead of having to do that back and forth thing, and I ended up shooting him like 8 times. So it turns out that I wasted quite a few rifle rounds with how I handled that, but what's done is done, and I'm not keeping old saves, so we're just going to have to deal with that little bit of wastefulness. Okay, so this is a very, very fancy looking dining room. The creepy music is playing again, and what do these plaques say? A dessert to cherish our remaining years. Bread begins the meal of life. Meat to savor the time at hand. One last drink and the bottle breaks, returning us to the dust from whence we came. So this is a very minor detail, but whence means from. So saying from whence is like saying from. It's redundant. Now everybody says from whence, but you actually don't have to. You can just say whence. It means the exact same thing. The from is unnecessary. Oh, there you go. There's your grammar Nazi detail of the day. So those plaques we were just reading were hints to a puzzle we're about to have to solve. Before we do said puzzle, we're going to go to this little room out here. And you may recall when we were going along the outer area before the hedge maze that there were a couple doors we couldn't get into. Well, we will go ahead and combine this with... Man, look at all the herbs we've got. It's crazy, this yellow herb. And as soon as we take any damage, really, we'll eat that and regain health and increase our max life. But anyway, there were a couple of doors we couldn't get into from that outer area. One of them, we need to give somebody a boost to climb through a window. Obviously, that's going to be Ashley. The other was just locked from the other side. That's this room here. Snake! Aha! I reacted fast enough that time. Take brown chicken egg. Ooh, brown chicken eggs are great. Those restore tons of health, unlike the regular chicken eggs. We will hang on to that. Alright, and here's the door. Come on, Leon, you can do it. Yeah! Alright, so now we're on the other side. And done with that. It just occurred to me, every single door in this game opens in both directions. When in real life, very, very few doors are hung that way. The vast majority of doors only swing in one direction. Obviously, that's for the sake of smoother gameplay, but just a little weird detail if you think about it. Didn't I see some ammo glinting on screen? Did I just completely hallucinate that? I was standing here. I would have sworn I saw some ammunition glinting. I must be going crazy. Okay, whatever. I'll do a quick once-over. Ah, there's these boxes. Shotgun shells. Yes, desperately needed. Okay, we can combine green herbs together, or just combine green and red. There we go. But you can also combine green with green. It's not as good as green with red, but it still makes a stronger heal. But yeah, shotgun shells desperately needed. We desperately need every type of ammunition in this file. We'll see how this chapter goes with our severe ammunition deficit. We're going to have to try to work pretty hard to conserve for a few fights. Also, do I have any grenades? I do. Good. I'm about to be wanting one shortly. Alright, time to solve the puzzle. Okay, so a picture of some food pops up. I believe it said, bread begins the meal of life. Actually, I'm going to use TMP. Honestly, when I'm just shooting individual things, I should use TMP instead of handgun ammo. That's a minor mistake I've been making. Because TMP ammo is a lot more plentiful. Just in terms of sheer numbers. And since you only have to shoot things like this once. Anyway, bread begins the meal of life, so we shoot the bread. That makes the painting flip over, which is misleading. If you're like me, that makes you think you did something wrong. Not so. You just need to ring it again. And then we shoot the chicken. Meat to savor time or something. Okay. And then it is dessert to enjoy the time we have remaining. Basically, the hints tell you, they're like allegories for how much life you have left, so you just have to shoot them in the same order as the amount of life that they have left. Alright. Dessert to savor the amount of time we have remaining, and then wine, the glass breaks, and we return to the dust whence we came. Okay, apparently I did it wrong. Lovely, go me. Let's read it again. Did I screw something up? Or I could have just missed. Yeah, no, it's bread. Bread first. And I'm positive that then it's meat. And then dessert, and then wine. Yeah, meat to savor the time at hand. I must have just missed then. Okay, well, great. Alright, maybe we want something a little steadier. Maybe we want to use the handgun after all. Okay. Bread to savor the time at hand. Good grief, this isn't very steady either. I can't use the sniper rifle for this. I don't think we even have the ammo, and that would be a horrible waste. Meat. Dessert. Oh, hopefully that counted. I kind of missed. I shot above it. Hoping it's not that precise. And wine. What the? I'm using tons of ammo as well. Why isn't it working? Oops, didn't mean to bring up the map. I'm honestly confused. I swear I have the order right. Also, I thought I was way lower on handgun ammo than this. Anyway, the ammo situation is serious enough. I don't want to waste it like that, so I'm actually going to reload, and I'll rejoin you back here, and I'm just going to make a save state before I shoot the dang painting. So, like I said, the ammo situation is just kind of severe, so I am not happy with having wasted even 8 bullets doing this. So, be back in a bit. Okay, we're back. This time, I did exactly the same thing I did before, and it worked. Like, sorry I wasn't recording it, but just in case it took a bunch of tries, I didn't want to have to do a ton of editing, and it just worked this time. So, I don't know, I guess I must have just slightly missed when I did it before, and the aim is just super precise. This time I didn't get a brown egg from the snake, which is unfortunate, but we have more life refills than we know what to do with anyway, so not such a big deal, really. Alright, in the middle of the chaos, I'm not really going to have time to commentate. So what's going to happen, it's a cage is going to drop down on us, enclosing us, with a garra door. I think that's what the blind guys are called. And the outside of the cage is going to be swarming with dudes, some of whom have crossbows. It's an unbelievably deadly ambush and a really heart-stopping moment the first time it happens if you're not aware it's going to happen. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to throw a flashbang to stun everybody. And then, because the doors of the cage are padlocked and not easy to get out of, I'm going to throw a grenade, which is going to kill and injure some guys and also immediately destroy the padlocks on the doors so we can just exit immediately. I'm not really going to mess with... I'm going to try to fight as little as possible and just GTFO, because this is such an incredibly deadly ambush. Sorry for kind of spoiling the surprise to anybody who didn't know that was going to happen, but like I said, I'm not going to have time to commentate all that in the middle of it happening. It's extremely frantic. There's the blind dude. Okay, flashbang. That'll stun people. Then regular grenade will help clear things out and bust open the doors. Alright, we're going to grab what's in the chest. Hopefully not get our faces sliced off. Oh god, he's coming for us. Get out, get out. Crap. Get out. Okay. This guy's in our way, so we don't have much choice except to get him. Okay, at least hit them to make them reel back. And then we're going to replace the flashbang. And then we're out of here. I see no reason to mess with all this. So the door is over to our right. Bye, guys. Okay. Ambush thwarted. That is incredibly frantic and heart-pounding. If you don't know it's going to happen. And, you know, like I said, sorry to spoil the surprise, but I just had to handle that as expeditiously as possible. Alright, and we get most of our life back and increase our maximum health. Now for the next area. Now, we're doing pretty well on temp ammo as compared to everything else, so I think we're going to give the temp a little love. More of that creepy chanting I like so much. Rifle ammo, we really needed that. Also, that chick in the painting is actually kind of hot. I mean, she's probably been dead for like 100 years, but you know. Okay, well. Yep, get over here where you're easier to shoot, please. That is a new type of Plaga. It is not the long tentacle scythe type, nor is it the get close and rip your head off insta-kill type. It will detach from his head and scuttle around spitting acid or something, but at that point it can be killed with a single hit. So it's not really that threatening, I guess, although now that I've said that, I'm probably going to get killed by one at some point. Okay, well, like I immediately... Ugh. It's what I get for saying it's not that threatening. I immediately regret that. Well, we're not going to have so many life refills cluttering up our inventory at this rate. Okay, that took care of those guys. Alright. Hop down. I guess I should probably refill my health. Okay, let's try not to take more unnecessary hits now, eh? Let's just pretend that I intentionally demonstrated what the new Plaga type does. Alright, we're not going to hit that yet. Actually, I think there's no reason not to flip that switch. Which raises up this walkway. Man, just that one mechanism alone must cost an absolute fortune to make. Imagine how expensive this place is. Where do these guys get so much money? Guess that's why Sadler was saying it takes a lot of money to run this operation. He ain't kidding. Alright. So we might as well just take care of this guy through the bars rather than deal with him later. Alright, he's dead. He dropped something. I doubt we'll be able to get that in time. Oh, I think some guys are going to come from this direction. And then another one might be trying to come up behind us. Shotgun shells, thank you. Yeah, there's that guy over there, but he's being lazy. Aha! Here they come. Maybe an incendiary. I have quite a few of those. We're clearing all kinds of inventory space today. Good fun. Oh, that dude's still alive. Well, we can fix that. Okay. Shouldn't have done that. He's still got his shield. There we go. I don't know if we're doing great on the ammo conservation front in this fight, but we're not doing terrible. Let's see. I think use the temp a little bit more. Well, maybe not. We did use an awful lot against the red guys. Let's switch to handgun. Feeling indecisive, I guess. Okay. If you were paying attention, you probably just recognized the sound of a crossbow being fired. Whoa! He killed the cameraman. So we're going to do a mad dash. You should have a bodyguard? Yeah. Alright, he dropped some pesetas. Alright, suplex! Man, that was awesome. Oh, I should be doing that more. Shoot him in the leg and then suplex him. Dang, that would be great for ammo conservation. Whew. Well, tricks I should have been using up until this point, but that I can begin using starting now. That is a magnificent painting. Is that a real-life painting? It looks familiar to me. If it's not a painting from real life, it's very similar to one, although I can't put my finger on it because I'm not an expert at paintings by any means. Okay, tons of ammo in this case, thankfully. Because boy, do we need it. We can't fit the rocket launcher right now, but we'll be able to shortly, so we'll be coming back for this. Shotgun shells. Rifle ammo. This is great. I want the... yeah, flash grenade. Okay, beautiful, sweet rocket launcher. We'll be coming back for you shortly, so don't go anywhere. See you later, hot dead chick. All right, there's the merchant. Spinel. All right.
Got some rare things on sale, strange.
So he has a very, very nice new
What are
item.
you buying?
XL attaché case.
Is that all, strange? Thank you.
And now we can easily go back and fit the rocket launcher in there. So that's why we don't want to discard a bunch of stuff out of our inventory to fit it in. Totally unnecessary. Yes. Now, rocket launcher ammo is scarce, and it's ridiculously powerful. So we're very rarely going to use that. Mostly, we'll use it to kill bosses, because it can one-shot some bosses. And certain emergency situations where it's just by far the best way to deal with it. But for everyday use, no. Rocket launcher is not going to be for that. And even though it's an enormous amount of space to take up for something we rarely use, it'll be worth it for how easily it lets us dispatch some bosses. But yeah, I wish I had remembered that shoot him in the leg and then suplex him trick way earlier. I think that would have been saving me a lot of ammunition. But we'll try to remember to use it from now on. You know, a little late, but hey, better late than never.
Leon, I got it. Now that I have the sample, you serve me no purpose. Sadler! My boy Salazar will make sure you follow the same fate. Stay with me, Louis.
I am a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to.
Don't talk.
Here. It should suppress growth of the parasite. The sample. Sadler took it. You have to get it back.
Louis! Louis!
Aw, man, poor Luis. I liked him. That sucks. That scene reminds me of the end of Aliens, where the alien queen spears Bishop through the chest. Very similar to that. And Salazar made the classic villain mistake of not just finishing us off when it looks like he easily could have done so there. Well, then again, maybe not, because we do have the rocket launcher. Anyways, short chapter this time. I'm pretty sure we'll actually be able to fit this one into one video. Well, next up is going to be, I think, the start of chapter 4. Hopefully you'll join me for that. And I will see you then.